So one of the guys who works for me picked up this Toyota truck, and I was just thinking about this, and I want to see what you guys think. And you know, honestly, um, these were probably one of the best trucks ever made. In the early, this is a '90s Toyota. Has the, like, what is it, 22RE or 2022R or 20, one of those engines, RE, I think. One of the best engines Toyota ever made. It's got 200,000 miles on it, and it was wrecked in the front and stuff, and it was, beat up. This thing was just trashed. Fixed it up a little bit for him, painted it up for him, made it look decent. And let's talk about this truck a little bit, see what you guys think. And it just seems to me this got 212,000 miles on it. It runs like a top. Let's listen to it. Pushing the clutch. This thing just runs like a champion. I mean, look at it. The air still works. It's like you can't, you really can't kill these old Toyotas. The only thing that kills them is when they got in a wreck and they got totaled out, and or guys just totally abusing them to the max. I mean, just like you'll see them just ratted out, still driving around here, in California, and the guys are just driving them where they just rusted out if you're back east, after so many years. But these old Toyotas, it just seems like, the new Tundras and the Tacoma and all that, it just seems like, they went with a V6 engine. They got crappy gas mileage compared to these. These got over 20 miles a gallon. You got in the 20, 24, 26 miles a gallon on this truck. And especially when you had the 5-speed and all that. And it just seems like Toyota just lost their game. What happened? This was their best. This was, to me, when Toyota made the best stuff. And now it's just like, they got these new Tundras and all that, and they're just not as simple and as good as this engine. Like this thing, you could work on it, if you needed to. You didn't have to take it to the dealer. It was like simple. Everything, the smog on it's real easy. It always passes. One of these Toyotas, I've never seen one of these Toyotas that didn't pass. It's like they always get really good smog ratings, even with a lot of miles on them, and it just seemed to me like they complicated the game, and they've gotten away from their roots. Toyota is now, and this was really one of their best things right here. When they came out with these were it, and it's like, well, seems like they're trying to up the game and trying to make it better. And it's just like, man, why don't you guys just make this again? What happened? Why don't they make these trucks anymore? They don't make these little ones anymore. All they make is I mean, yeah, it's nice when they came back out with the 4-cylinder and some of the new Tundras, which is good. But none of their trucks today, I mean, nothing they make gets 22, 24, 26 miles a gallon. You don't, yeah, okay, people say, oh yeah, I get 26 miles a gallon. Okay, put gas in your tank, set your miles on your tripometer, and then when you fill it up again, tell me that you got 26 miles a gallon average. Nah, you ain't even close. The V6s are in the teens somewhere. 14 to 16 miles a gallon at a V6. The new, my friend has a Tundra, and he gets 12 miles a gallon average in his. He actually checks it, so that's probably what you're really getting. And these things got great gas mileage, and they were reliable. They could pull a bit of weight. You couldn't pull a trailer with it, but it wasn't what it was for. It was just a little run around pickup truck. So it just seems really strange. This was probably, like I said, it was probably one of the best trucks ever built in the 80s and 90s when they were making these. And now they just make these fancy, trucks that, you know, it would be nice if they made these again, you know, something simple that was cheap. You know, back in the, I think these were like brand new. I mean, I remember in the 80s they were $59.95, you know. Maybe these were $8 grand in this time, you know, and that was really cheap at that time for a truck. So, you know, it just seems like the companies have just gone to the really big money, trying to, you know, make big trucks, diesels and stuff like that, where they're, you know, just making all kinds of money. Doesn't seem like they want to do something to help the people anymore. It's just a shame. But anyway, this is probably one of the best trucks ever made, I think, honestly. Tell me what you think. Talk to you in the next video.